Wrestlingus Show. Yeah, we back, boy. Wrestlingus Show. Fuck those we annoy. Wrestlingus Show. Too hard for the meat. Wrestlingus Show. On the air every week.
It's the Wrestlingus Show, ladies and gentlemen. We're back once again, and we're talking about AEW. Going into the pay-per-view this weekend, which means you are going to get a bonus show this week on patreon.com/LingusMafia. Because our pay-per-views are exclusive, Faust. They are Patreon-reviewed only. And if you got to sign up.
on the Freebird.
Yeah, sign up to that. And also, we have the Miss Lingus going to be starting. If you want to vote for Miss Lingus 2022, contact at Rob Casso. That is ROBCASS. The letter, Faust. The letter 0 at the end. Rob Casso with a 0 at the end, and say,
if you got lost,
I want in.
Just tweet us at Lingus Mafia, and then we'll redirect you.
Yeah, because I saw Rob say, just send them to me. Don't tell them to go through you. And I'm like, well, it's kind of easy. Just go through us, and we'll direct you. So either way, at Lingus Mafia.
Twitter handle.
Yeah, no shit.
She's just missing an underscore in there.
No kidding. Like you thought our name was bad, Faust. So yeah, contact us. You want to be in there. The first 100 are in. So we've already. I did a show with Billy earlier, and we promoted on there if people want to vote for Miss Lingus. So this show will be out after the Dirty Sheets show that I have with Billy, but before the video show. So you're kind of middleman where you want to get in on this if you can as quick as possible and contact Rob. He will be sending you. How it works is we have 16 lovely ladies of the night, and,
lovely ladies.
And he's going to be
the cutoff for them to.
It's going to be Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's this weekend. So it's going to pull the names out of a hat to see where they go. We will all not know except for Rob. And he will send us ghost votings and real votings. They're all on the same paper. You might see Mandy versus Liv and Mandy versus Sasha on the same card. You do not know what is the real deal. And then the next round, you won't see anyone gone. It'll just be different matchups. Some are real, some are not. You do not know. And we will reveal, what is that, on the 22nd, Faust, of March, we will be doing the reveal of Miss Lingus. And the first people to hear it will be the patreon.com/LingusMafia people. A couple days later on the Freebird feed, you will then get to know, but it will probably be ruined by that time for you. So it's $5. You get in on it first, and it's every Tuesday we get this done. So that's it.
$5, get you all our review shows. Going to get you the Revolution pay-per-view review. You'll get Miss Lingus early. And hopefully a chance to win some signed merch. Yeah,
the signed merch. We're going to spin the wheel this month again. And we're not hitting those numbers that we want to, Faust. I got no problem to tell people truths and not be like, yeah, we have thousands of people on Patreon. No. A nice 50 spot. And I'm beyond grateful to those people. Those people are my extended family, Faust. And I got no problem to say, those are my people, as Vince McMahon would say to the bartenders and then fucking cut their throats as he walked past them. Those are my people. I won't cut your throat until you leave us. Now, those are my people, and we want to reward the people for signing up. But we were having tiers. Each time it was, okay, when we got this many people, we would give away this package. This amount. And so, like, at the end, it was, when we get to 100, we're giving away a signed 8x10 of Andre and Hulk. And I like I said, it's not going to be anytime soon that this 100 is. It's slow and steady wins the race. We have grown over the years, or actually, it's only been, a year? So we started off with only 20 people, so we've doubled our stuff.
We're coming up on 2 years.
Is it 2? So we've doubled in 2 years. But right off the bat, it was we had 18 sign up or something like that. Like right away, because we needed a certain amount.
We wanted 20 in a month, and we got to 20.
Yes, and that was to eat the hot chip challenge shit.
Yep.
So, yeah, and we want to keep on growing. And slowly but surely, from me doing the other shows, which I should always get 90% of our monies, but, from doing the other shows, we get people pulled over here, and, hopefully we'll just keep on growing. And, Faust, like this. How you know how much charisma in this fucking little pinky right there? Do you think these hands have been soaking in ivory liquid all this time? And so we're gonna bring people over from that Conan show and drag skull fucking drag and then skull fuck Faust. I skull fuck. And get these fucking people over here.
So if you like this show, tell your friends, share the show. I know, like we always, when we find shows for each other that we like, we're always texting each other the link. Hey, check this out.
Yeah, and Faust, like that big homo said, who better than us? And I'm not talking about Harbaugh, Faust. I talk about Canyon, who's
no, but
just because he's a Mets fan, Faust, don't mean he's a big faggot. I don't want to hear anything from
Hey.
you. Don't you dare to say such a thing. Okay, let's get into what had happened on Rampage right off the bat.
I feel like this is the third time or so that I've went to watch Rampage, and like usually when you watch, I'm so used to like
I'm trying to
watching
guess already what you're going to say.
other wrestling shows. The lead-in is like NCIS. I see Mark Harmon, and I'm like, okay,
Mark Harmon. Were you watching One Crazy Summer, Faust? Or no,
What
Summer
is he on,
School. That was
NCIS?
it. It
What
was
is
Summer
it? Yeah.
School with Kirstie Alley.
But I enjoy when I put on Rampage. You don't know what you're gonna get, and I think this is like the third time I go, ooh, it's the end of Rogue One. I like to see the digitally enhanced.
Faust, you're not happy about.
Around.
You're not excited about fucking Rampage coming. You go, what's prior? I'm looking forward to Double Dare to be on right before him.
Yeah, it's not like when I watch Dynamite where I can't stand fucking Big Bang Theory, and I'm like, ugh, why is the show so popular? I don't get it.
All I know is this Kaylee Kawuku, who you know, she has a ton of leaks, pictures.
Oh yeah.
Not only pictures, Faust, but oral getting blasted on her face. It's good
maybe
stuff.
these will appear on our.
I thought the same.
Vegas
I go, he's
Mafia
gonna hear that and go
podcast one of these weeks.
I mean, right down. I mean, like, I know those titties anyway. Yes. So this one, and it's always funny because I thought you were gonna say I still think my DVR is fucked up because it starts with a match in the ring, and you go, wait a minute, where's the entrance?
Almost every match except the main event was joined in progress. The show.
That was
There's
a
no
lot of
intro.
problems. I was like, what?
It was like they recorded this, on Wednesday after Dynamite, and then when they put it together, like, fuck, we gotta cut out these intros. We don't got time. For
You
this.
imagine that's what the heck? Because, and I hear this Friday is going to be live, all the way live. Faust.
Yeah, it's gonna be live. Since they're, where's the pay-per-view at again? Orlando?
I
forget.
don't know. Here's the other thing: the next pay-per-view, is it the weekend of my wedding? It might. I think I was like, I'm screwed.
I think it's usually Memorial Day weekend is when they do it.
Oh, we're gonna have to find out because I totally
they
thought
like
I
to
was
do a
like
3-day
son
weekend.
of a bitch.
Because they like to do Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, because they figure you can get people to travel out for a 3-day weekend.
You know what? It's right before the wedding because this was double or nothing. It's
you'll
because,
be in Hawaii.
See, that's so it's just as shitty then for me. I can't watch that.
That's right.
Yeah, because that's what Cage said. Let's go, and I'm like, well, I'm a little busy. Andrade versus Sammy for the TNT title. No entrances. Let's just go. Andrade's foot's on the rope, and it looks like Matt Hardy pushes it off.
I was confused. The announcers were confused.
Announcers didn't know what the hell was going on. I go, maybe this is part of a storyline. I don't like to judge too quick, Faust. Maybe this is what's going on when Jeff comes in or something. Who the hell knows? Sammy wins, and Jericho is screaming.
Oh, that's what I wrote in my notes. Sammy did it! Sammy did it!
Yeah, and I just write, instead of GFY, I wrote STFU. Shut the fuck up, your shit. Bad guys beat up Sammy. Sting and Darby Allin show up. Faust, I decided Sting shouldn't wear face paint anymore. I believe he should wear ski mask because he's robbing this company. Every pet I think
He's
he
had
goes
a couple matches.
Faust. I think he goes and holds a gun to Tony Khan. And he says, I'm taking your
Tony's such a mark. He enjoys giving Sting money.
And blowjob.
So whatever happened with Sammy and Jericho? Like, are they still? Is the dinner circle still a thing?
The dinner
I forget.
circle.
Did they break up?
Yeah, he threw down the thing, right? His cut.
Yeah,
his cut. He took off.
I guess that's why Jericho didn't make the save, or Hager.
No shit, right? I didn't even think about why didn't Jericho go help
Sting and Darby, because I guess they're gonna have a
because they have to team up.
6-way match at the fucking pay-per-view.
Yeah, the trios, Faust. Come on now.
Whatever.
Be proper. QT Marshall, he's out there. He talks. And he says, Hook, come on out here. I'm going to drag you and I'm going to stretch you in front of your daddy. He take his pants down. He go like this. I stretch your meat. I stretch your meat. I stretch your meat.
He's like, I created you, or I created you, and
Not your
Taz turned. I don't know what he turned you into, and I tried to mold you into a superstar.
I thought it was Taz didn't create you. I did. Like it was like he was your daddy. You know, you might have came, but then he sends out. He comes out there, and then QT sends all his goons after him.
Yeah, well, Hook woke up from his nap to come out.
Jesus Christ. In his flip-flops or whatever the fuck he was. He was in those checkerboard shoes.
Yeah,
those boat shoes.
It's just like, I don't care what's going on. They're just nonchalant. Beats
Faust,
up.
A tag team. Perfect tag team. Hook and Orange Cassidy. Who gives a shit? They'd be called the whatevers. That's it.
There you go. And and these trainees that QT are training, I'm like, all these guys that attacked, I'm like these guys are never gonna like make it on TV. I mean, Dark maybe, but none of these guys.
Why, they were black? No. Oh, I thought you were referring to one particular. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying they didn't. I'm just saying they didn't look like they have the makings of.
Well, there's one on Dynamite that I'm shocked they make a jobber, which we'll get to later, and I'm like, what the fuck? So okay.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yes. So he beats the shit out of and one takes a vicious fucking what do you call a fucking, I almost said a twist, but he like whips him over his fucking back. What the fuck is that? I don't know. Who the hell knows what the fuck these are called?
That is a judo flip.
There you go. Judo flip and judo chop.
Judo chop.
Lambert's in the back with his guys. And he says they're going to get the TNT title match. Scorpio snaps his fingers and says there's a match in the ring. I go, what in the I go, what is this, the Paul Heyman? It's almost like they watch each other's damn show. Wardlow versus...
Joined in progress.
Oh, my... Yeah, what the fuck? Faust, Wardlow...
Hey, at least we didn't have to hear Wardlow's music.
Oh, this is... Whoa. It's almost as bad as the Viking race. Versus... Bruiser Brody.
Poor man's Bruiser Brody. See, this guy at least kind of looks like he could be something. I don't know if he's got any ability or whatever, but he's got size compared to like 75% of the roster.
Yeah, no kidding. This Berserker guy totally looks like he is enhancement talent for Saturday Morning Superstar for me.
There you
like
go,
he has a little bit, like you go, oh, he's a little bit of character, but you job out for everybody. They treat Wardlow. Here's my analogy. They treat him like he's the size of Batista, when in reality, Faust, he is exact same size as Adam Bomb. He has the same body type as Adam Bomb did, but they treat him like he's vain the fuck out and enormous. And I'm like, when you look at him, he's tall. He's not a fucking, he's not, as they say in Spanish for big guy, he's not, he's not a mayate, Faust. Because we know that means big guy in Spanish. I'm speaking Spanish to all our listeners.
That's what we were told anyways.
We were told this by a Mexican.
We'll get into some Spanish translations in a little bit too.
He wins after Bailey's ex comes out to get powerbombed too. I giggle every time I go, Bailey was fucking this guy. She sucked this guy's dick. Just remember that when you see him and you look at him, go, his mouth has been on her pussy and probably her asshole. Just take a look. I always think that when I look around, I go, his mouth's been on this guy. Like I go, Anna Jay, I go, she's been all the way to the root, Faust. All the way to the root of Jungle Boy. And he has a bush because he called Jungle Boy.
He's Jungle Boy. Yeah. He's going to have a jungle bush.
To the root, Faust. To the root. And if you guys are looking on our Godfather Plus tier, you can see on video what I'm talking about. It's to the root, Faust, where they bury it, and you've seen this in the movie, Faust. When they bury it all away, they wiggle around.
Yeah, she's a good girl, so try to tuck the balls in there too.
We're gonna bury the balls.
Trying to get the balls in there.
Usually they go, let's pretend I'm doing dip, and they reach their fucking lip underneath.
Like a pelican.
They store the balls. sometimes they're really talented. They floss with the hairs.
Whoa.
Oh, God. Okay. Spears gets a mic and tells him, the power bomb isn't over.
It's not working.
No, this is nonsense.
It's no good.
And it's funny because he goes to power bomb this Bailey's boyfriend, and he gets his hands fucking smashed because Spears tries to hit him in the back
with the chair. Yeah,
he's like, "What the fuck?"
He's like, "Hey, man."
He goes, "There, this power bomb's not over. No more of those for you." I say, "Okay." We all see this pink Cadillac coming down Fifth Avenue.
Let's see what happens on Dynamite.
This is Cav Manning from the Lingus Mafia podcast and host of the Wrestlingus Show. Why would you listen to the same old run-of-the-mill wrestling review show? Instead, listen to the Wrestlingus Show. We bust balls and say what you're thinking. Black shows up and spooges in Julia's face. I don't know why she's freaked out. This is old hat.
And that was a light one compared to what she's probably used.
Yeah. We dove deep into Aaliyah's debut. She pukes all over her tits.
Like she spit up a bowl of soup or something. Tomato soup.
What should Dewdrop's flying crossbody be called? Beware of the hog splash. Go to patreon.com/LingusMafia and sign up for as little as $5. To find out where to listen to some of these shows for free, go to Twitter @LingusMafia.